हाय, मैं हूं अध्ययन सुमन और आप मुझे देख रहे हैं bollywoodhungama.com पर।
Well, we have this the man who's making all the news right now, the big news right now, Adhyayan Suman, because of that interview that he has given in a newspaper about his relationship with Kangana Ranaut, and a lot has been said about that interview, and some people are supporting Adhyayan, some people are not supporting Adhyayan. They have issues with that he has spoken after a 7-year period. We'll find out more and much more from Adhyayan himself. Adhyayan, huge pleasure to have you back on Bollywood Hungama first of all.
Thank you, Faridoon. It's as people said, thank you for giving me my 2 minutes of fame again.
Right.
So I'm famous and I feel really excited.
Right. No, yeah. See, it's not about that, but the thing is that Adhyayan, a lot is being said. A lot is being said, and this entire thing that why have you spoken after 7-year period, and after just ending a relationship somehow, that why didn't you speak earlier?
I don't think I had the courage to speak. I think a lot of people have precisely proved my point. People out there calling me names, or people out there saying it's for publicity, or any of those things. I knew that if I had ever spoken, something like this would have happened back then. And also, as I said, I was weak. I couldn't face the fact that there is someone like me who thought back then, who was strong, but I wasn't. And I felt that in life, when you have to move on, emotional closures are very important. And I didn't get that back then. And I wanted it now. I didn't time it with Hrithik and Kangana's battle. I didn't want to do that.
Did you identify with Hrithik?
Of course I did. Her wanting to be with Hrithik or any of those things began when I was with her. So I was also a part of it.
You said that in the interview today.
Yeah. So I was a big part of it. And the truth will always remain the truth no matter what. If you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. And I'm just speaking out because, I don't know Hrithik for too long. I've just met him a couple of times, as I've said before. And my interview was not about Hrithik Roshan. My interview was about me and my journey and my emotional closure. It's not about failure and success. Believe me, it's not.
No, but it's being said that you've done this for publicity, and Adhyayan Suman was trending on Twitter, and you're all over the place. Every newspaper, every news channel is talking about you. So somewhere it's being said that you did it for publicity, and you've got the publicity as well.
I guess I spoke the truth, and that's why a lot of people identified. A lot of people out there were paid PRs, and then a lot of people had their own opinions.
But even Kangana is saying that the journalists who are supporting Hrithik in a way, who are writing, they are being paid by Hrithik Roshan. So that's what Kangana's lawyers are saying.
See, Faridoon, those allegations will keep continuing till the truth actually comes out between their legal battle. And the world will see. And what I have said, people who haven't even supported me, I'm sure, as the time passes by, they will also support me.
Okay, now in fact, Kangana has done an interview today with a news channel, and she has said that I have no problem in being called a witch. These weapons have been used on women for way too long. Growing up, the biggest fear I had that if I'm a loser of a woman, I'll be called a whore, a witch, a psychopath, and a drug addict. So, because this entire thing that you've called her a witch, I saw the interview.
I didn't call her a witch.
I couldn't find that if you've called her a witch or whatever.
No,
but I think she's reacting to your entire
I'm sure she is. I did not call her a witch. I just stated the facts.
So basically, she's saying that if you are a woman, and then you can be called almost anything, like a psychopath.
Can I cut you off, Faridoon? Can I say something? I respect women a lot. My mum is a woman. My mum lost a son when he was just 11, and she fought really hard for him. Somewhere down the line, she also felt that she was probably losing me also.
That's what your father has said today.
That's what my father has. That's what they believed. That's what they felt. And when you're in a situation, you don't understand the perspective of it. You have to go away from it to even understand the magnitude of the entire situation. And I'm not trying to, make myself sound like a victim here. If you look back, a year, 2 years back, or a couple of months back, where you had Pratyusha Banerjee, where you had Jia Khan, I used to always, talked to my friends saying that, yeah, these, how do these women or men tend to become weak and then take such a drastic step of actually committing suicide?
Correct.
And then I realized that they probably had no one to confess to,
Right.
or that they were ashamed, or that they were scared, or that they were scared of Twitter or Facebook. यार लोग आएंगे और लोग हंसेंगे हम पे और हमने सच्चाई बोलेंगे you're so goddamn unmanly to talk like this and all those things.
Right.
And they ain't here today. And I wish that they probably would have, if not spoken out, at least, spoken to someone, confided in somebody, and, they should have let out their emotions. And, at least it could have given them a reason to fight back into life again. And I'm not using that as a card. And that is reality. And I felt that I wasn't myself for way too long. And it's because of this. It's not because I was only physically assaulted or hit.
You were physically assaulted by Kangana.
Yeah, I was physically hit by her in the relationship.
You as hard she slapped you very
she did
hard.
Multiple times, and as hard it is to believe that that women don't do that. Women do that all over the world, and that does not mean that I am targeting women.
So you're saying that you were hit by Kangana.
Yeah.
But many people have said that why did you have to continue with the relationship in the first place if she has hit you and if she's being abusive towards you?
In fact, Kangana had given a statement saying that in this industry there are only fuck buddies. I don't believe in that. They might or they might not be. I think we are no one to judge. As a person, and something that I've always learned from my mum is to sort of always try and make a relationship work if you've agreed for it. And even though I was 20, even though I was brash, even though I was young, I think love has always there's something that an emotion that I've always believed in. And obviously when I started the relationship, she was coming out of a broken relationship with Adhyayan Suman, where apparently she was hit and apparently she was abused. And I wanted to emotionally be there for the person. It was not just about having sex with somebody and then being like, okay, bye, chalo, I've had a good time. All the best to you. You have issues? I'm sorry, but I can't be a part of it. It can't. Life for me doesn't work like that. And I tried to make the relationship work. And by the time I thought I was trying to, I was wanting to make it work, I realized I'm too deep down into it. And I'm probably losing my self-confidence and self-respect in many aspects.
You started having issues with your father as well?
Yeah, I did. I had almost left home. Faridoon, I'll be very, very honest with you. A lot of people from the fraternity called me, and I think it would be very unethical to take their names in my interview. Otherwise, people would think I'm doing it for publicity again. But they called me, and they in fact called my father, and they said, do whatever you want to, get him out of this relationship. And people don't call up like that.
You've said that Aditya Pancholi, in fact, met you at that Get Out of This Circus, and apparently, in fact, when Aditya Pancholi was asked about you at the screening of Baghi, and he just retorted and all those things. Apparently, Aditya Pancholi is not really happy with what you've said.
But then his statement came yesterday, saying that I was not meant to take a dig at Adhyayan. He was talking about the journalist and that he was proud of me. The entire article has come out. He's already given a statement that he was proud that I spoke up. He did too in 2009. There's an entire article by Mumbai Mirror. No one has read that. He too has done the same thing because he wanted to talk to people. You need to talk to the world. You are living in a place which is a public platform. People want to know who you are. If people want to know what your life is, then people also want to know what you've been through. It's not just always about the happy times and success and awards. There are many other things that people have to deal with.
But the fact is that, say for example, a lot of people, they have issues with the way your entire interview has come out, and like say for example, Shobha Day has said that Adhyayan Suman has provided his version of a year-long relationship, and he is going by his well-timed account, that is 7 years after the breakup. Detail Kangana's shocking behavior. A few things about how Bollywood treats women need to be pointed out. Everybody is horrified that a woman slapped and beat her boyfriend in a fit of rage. That's not okay, people chorus. But top heroes who physically assault their girlfriends, break their arms and punch them hard enough on the face to cause black eyes are easily forgiven. Somewhere do you feel that it's like just mixing up a few things, and
of course it is, yeah.
Losing the perspective in a way?
It is losing a perspective. It is an individual, someone who individually has gone through this, and it's never. I need to tell people this, not about, people made it about a man and a woman issue. It's
she also speaks about a woman card and all. But do you feel that everyone has respect for women, but it's not necessarily that the man is always on the wrong side.
It's not,
It's
and
not.
that is, and
Why-
that is,
why-
some,
why
but
can't people
that was
accept
not
that?
the point that I wanted it to come across as. But that is what has started happening now. And I'm a man, or I'm a star kid, or I'm a failure. Am I not allowed to talk? Am I trying to defame somebody just by me speaking my heart out? Is that going to take away someone's stardom? It's not.
Right.
It doesn't happen like that. And as far as being, being a feminist is, being equal and not about male bashing, for God's sake. And then there are examples out there. Deepika Padukone. You answer me one question. Deepika Padukone is at the height of her career, is at the peak of her career right now. She is representing India at a global platform. When she came out in public and spoke about her depression, which was her weakness, when she didn't have to, was that a publicity stunt too?
Some people call that.
But that's unfair.
That's unfair, absolutely unfair.
As I said, that we are in a public platform, and there are things that you sometimes want to share.
It can be too harsh.
It can be too harsh, and that you want to share with the world that if you're depressed, come out and speak. Don't be scared. People will judge you or abuse you no matter what happens in life. अगर मैं नहीं बोलता तो I was a coward, और अगर मैंने बोला, I'm still a coward. So what changes? Nothing changes.
Okay, but Kangana has said in this interview today that the mentality is the same. If I can't get you, I might as well destroy you. And when she was asked that do you think that attempts are being made to destroy you? She said that yes, attempts are being made, but whether they are working or not, it's a different scenario. So
I promise, but I don't want you. I promise.
You know, but she's won a national award today. Many would say that Adhyayan Suman is doing it maybe out of jealousy. 7 years down the line, and she's just won a 3rd national award, and she's the toast of the town, and everyone is talking about her acting prowess. And maybe somewhere you're stung by the fact that she's an extremely successful woman in a way.
Am I stunned that she's an extremely successful woman?
Right.
No, I'm not. I've always said in my interview that I do not take away from the fact that she is successful and that she's talented and that she's won her 3rd national award today. She can win another set of 10 and also win 20 Oscars from my side.
Right.
But just by doing that and learning how to speak and being a fashionista doesn't take away from who you are as a person, is what I'm aiming at, not at your talent.
Okay, but do you feel that she needs help?
I think so. I feel so. I feel so, and I'm genuinely saying it, that she needs help, and that there are things that she shouldn't be doing, and it's not right. And when what's not right is not right, and I've seen it on the first account. I'm not just judging. I've seen it. I've seen multiple things happening. I mean, in fact, I wasn't even aware of the fact that the driver was beaten up with her at 2008. I wasn't. The people who brought this entire thing to my notice. So people are just going to ignore that. Now people are not going to talk about it.
That driver you're talking about, 2008?
2008,
okay.
Yeah. I don't even know about it. I just found out on Twitter, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, when someone spoke about it. I was shocked. So I guess he's a man, so people should not believe him either, I guess.
Many people are not really able to just believe this entire thing that you've said about the black magic part of it, and that she practiced black magic.
Let me just I want to clarify
that she mixed her own impure blood.
I didn't say that. Show me the quote. I didn't say that.
Apparently in the interview that
it says in the interview. It says in the interview
that lady said.
No, the Panditji I have met, because sometimes in life, yes, I'm a metropolitan kid, and my mom was worried, and when you are worried and when you are helpless, you go to all around the world wanting help. You try to figure things out. And when the astrologer came home, I told him कि आप बकवास कर रहे हो और भाग जाए यहाँ से. And that is what says in my interview. He said, she asked me, खाना बनाती हैं? I said, हाँ बनाती हैं. He said कि she mixes her blood in your food. I said, dude, you got to be kidding me, man. Stop bullshitting me. There's nothing like that. If you read my interview, I've told I was a defiant kid. I hated anyone and everyone who spoke against her. And that's just how it is. And you can see my quote. And yesterday, people playing it on ABP saying that my father has said that she has hypnotized me. I think people should stop doing it, even if they're paid by the entire team to do this, and not just pay focus on that. My focus is something else. I just wanted to speak about a lot of things, and that's about it.
Like you're saying that the entire black magic thing and the fact that she was getting edgy because of the fact that apparently, because some people will say that this entire story that you've had, that your father got you a car and then she got jealous of that and she went and did a South Indian movie just to get the same car for herself. somewhere, you know, these things will be said that thoda matlab utna convincing nahi lag raha hai, matlab what Adhyayan is saying that way. And do you think that?
Not at all.
It's
every full stop, everything that I say, I'll stand by.
Or maybe you feel that there are certain things that what a person experiences, one can't really explain.
Of course not, because they weren't there when I was there. They weren't in my position, and it's very easy for people to say that to me. हाँ बकवास कर रहा है, अच्छा हाँ failure है. I mean, it's not. People need to grow up. People just need to hear. People need to listen. It's not always about taking sides. It's not always about being biased. It's just always about, you know, taking a back seat and at least understanding from where I'm coming from, you know, from where I'm coming from. But I guess people don't want, some people don't want to understand that, and they will rant shit that they want to, and you can't stop that. You can't.
The fact is that if I'm speaking to you right now, even I'm being extremely careful, because everything that anyone is doing right now, it's being just scanned, that aap kiske side pe ho, and aap whose side on you, and it's becoming very you know, dirty right now. The entire thing has become so. It has become a clan. It's become a clan. It's become like a thing, because I was reading somewhere someone's comment, some socialite maybe, that Hrithik should have reacted strongly to Adhyayan's interview, and he should have condemned it and everything. So maybe do you feel that people are not realizing that the sort of credibility that Hrithik Roshan has had, and the sort of life he has lived somewhere is very different from what maybe Kangana has.
Of course.
And somewhere is it too much is being expected of him, that abhi ke aapko Adhyayan ka aapka interview aapko condemn karna chahiye tha? Do you feel that it's somewhere people are more interested in intellectualizing their own sensibility or maybe idle talk that they'll be, rather than actually thinking about the fact that let's just work out like some sort of closure to this entire thing.
Right.
And for either party, it's not helping anyone.
Right.
And it's getting uglier and murkier by the day, and it's not leaving a good taste in the mouth for almost anyone.
It's not, and you know, it's you know, Hrithik comes from a highly respected film family, and
his wife has supported
and
him.
his wife, and that's
Zayed has.
I mean, that can't be. Does it get bigger than that? I mean,
ex-wife.
Yeah, his ex-wife, and it's at the end of the day, it's his personal matter that you know, he's separated from his wife. That's the personal matter, but. It's, I mean, there you go. That you know, Sussanne is the real woman. I mean, she, you know, the feminists need to talk about Sussanne, what she's done out here. There are people, you know, they're talking ridiculous stuff, even about Sussanne wanting to support Hrithik. It's ridiculous. I mean, one of the comments that I read is that, so they forgot about the entire article, and then the entire article that I think some women were discussing about is that periods doesn't have impure blood. It's actually pure blood. It's actually just a waste from the body. So I think he's lying. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that that's where their mind is at, and they're talking about that? It's unbelievable. आज मतलब कुछ लोग, मैं हमेशा ये कहूँगा कुछ लोग, because कुछ लोग सुलझे हुए हैं यार यहाँ पर आज, और कुछ लोगों का दिमाग खराब हो चुका है यहाँ पर आज. They would talk, मतलब they will pick out any point to sort of make their own point, or to make someone else sound stupid, or to make someone else sound bad, and that's wrong, man, and that's really wrong. And as I said, I will always keep my stance. I will stick to everything that I've said till I die.
But what about this criticism that is coming with? You've had a few Twitter brawls with a few celebrities as well. But somehow, why is it do you feel that almost everyone in the industry is talking, but maybe they are not making like real efforts in terms of just working out reconciliation? Because between Hrithik and Kangana, I'm talking about, because somewhere it's increasingly getting clearer that who's done what.
Exactly, and my point.
So, but still, that why is it that you feel that the film industry doesn't take a stand? Why is it that they are constantly afraid of the fact that यार वो?
This is precisely what I'm saying. आप देखो आज Twitter पे क्या हो रहा है. Everybody is worried about the credibility here, and I told people, thank you for reminding me. I'm a nobody. Maybe I don't have any credibility as an individual right now, apart from being someone's son. Fair enough. What's there to be worried about or ashamed about? I've always, I've known you for so long, and I always talk with you that I'm 4 films old. Time changes, man. It doesn't remain the same always. Believe me, it doesn't. And no matter what they say, I will make sure that my time changes now for sure. But yeah, people out there need to speak up. They need to talk. There's, you know, you don't. People need to support the truth. It's not even about making a camp. जो सही है, whether I'm right or she's wrong and I'm right, just you know, be out there and have a fair judgment. You know, as I said, don't try to make a camp. पर जो सच्चाई है आप वहाँ पे तो जाओ ना यार. आप अपने पर्सनल इक्वेशंस क्यों ला रहे हो यार? ट्विटर के पीछे ट्विटर के पीछे डर के क्यों लिख रहे हो यार? सामने आके बात करो ना जो बात करनी है. Have the balls to do that as a man.
So you're getting that that negativity as well, say on social media. Are you getting that?
Well, some of them have been negative. Some of them there are fake accounts. So I already know that. So it doesn't really matter. I know who's doing it. So that's all right. You know, but then there are a lot of people who've supported and said that at least I came out and spoke the truth. Timing, how do you Faridoon, do you think you can time these things? Do you think that I had the space in my life to time these things? You don't time these things. Why was my name being dragged in the media again? If it was between you know, Kangana and Hrithik, why was my name being dragged? And go to YouTube and type Adhyayan Suman and see my interviews. I've had a fight with a journalist, couple of them at the premiere of my film Jashan, where I said, dude, you guys need to stop talking about her. And कितनी जिल्लत आप चाहते हैं कि मैं सहन करूँ लाइफ में? आप, you can call me a bad actor, you can call me a flop actor, you can call me a nobody. I'm all right with that. That's your point of view. But don't call me somebody's toy boy. Don't tell me I used somebody. Don't say that, because that's something I can't accept.
And you've said that she played mind games with you at one point of time. She was saying that why you're not talking about me to the media, and at other point of time she was not willing to just
accept the relationship,
acknowledge you either.
Yeah, and that's happened, man. I had no choice, man, but to speak up and you know, give that interview saying that I'm seeing her, and I did it.
Do you feel that I'm sure that the entire Bhatt camp must have observed that quite closely, and they worked with her. Do you feel that more people should really intervene now? Maybe if not through the media, but somehow they should try to just because you know this can hurt people. This can actually physically injure people as well, the way it is going. And we've seen how what happened with Pratyusha. We've seen what happened with
I know, but I don't think
we've seen many. I
don't think it matters, yeah, Faridoon. I don't think it matters. I don't think there is respect for that. If probably I died tomorrow and then my news came out, Adhyayan Suman committed suicide, it was probably fodder for the couple of news channels and Twitter out there. And then people would have said, अरे यार किसी ने तो उसके बारे में कुछ बोल दिया होता यार, बेचारा लड़ लेता लाइफ में. It doesn't really matter यार. आपके लिए आज मैंने एक बात तो मैंने नोट की है, और जो मुझे श्योरिटी मिल गई है कि there are a lot of people out there वो आपको रिस्पेक्ट ही नहीं करेंगे, बिकॉज आपने सच बोला. और स्पेशली आप अगर मर्द है और आपने अगर औरत के खिलाफ अगर कुछ बात कह दी कि उसने आप पे हाथ उठाया, या that she इमोशनली क्रिपल्ड यू फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम, दे विल से अरे बेटा उठ ना, तू बच्चा है, तेरे माँ बाप क्यों बोल रहे हैं, तू माँ बाप का बच्चा लाडला है लौड़ला. या I'm proud to have my parents by my side, and I feel sorry for people and unfortunate if they don't have parents by their side. And और मैं ज़िंदगी में कुछ भी कर लूँ लाइफ में, सक्सेसफुल और नॉट सक्सेसफुल, I think till the day I die, my sorry to them will never be enough for what I have done to them, and I will accept that, and I have accepted that. And there is nothing wrong in accepting that. I was born and I am here and I survived because of my parents. So to thank them, I will keep thanking them always.
We've known Mr. Suman for a long time now, and I've read many of his interviews. How, in fact, how difficult it was for him to lose your brother, and in fact, when he was just battling with the entire thing, and he was making people laugh in his television serials. Many people, do you feel that they don't realize that what your parents must have gone through in terms of just battling with the entire thing, that the way things have happened with you?
Yeah.
Because losing one child, and after that just banking on only one child,
yeah.
I'm sure it's not easy.
It's not easy, and
people maybe do you feel that people don't realize that?
They don't realize that, and that's what my mom felt. You know, my mom doesn't speak in the media at all, hardly. She was the savvy woman of the year 15 years ago or 20 years ago. I don't think after that she even probably, I don't even know if she gave interviews after that. You know, and yesterday she said, I want to speak Adhyayan because I have so much to say. I said, Mom, let it be. Maybe people will troll you on Twitter, you know, and that's something that I can't take. Don't talk, you know. But she wanted to speak, so she went out giving an interview, and because, you know, she wanted to tell the other parents out there that, man, it's a tough world, and it's not only to do with our film fraternity. It's a tough world. There's a lot of competition out there, and यार बच्चे जितने भी बड़े हो जाएं अपने माँ बाप के लिए तो बच्चे ही रहेंगे लाइफ में. And parents are worried, and you know they are living in some other part of the city. Parents don't know what is going on. Look at the things that are going on. You know, people getting into drug abuse, or people drinking alcohol, or people taking wrong steps towards wanting to achieve something in life.
You said that she asked you to take cocaine.
Yeah.
You had hash with her for...
I did 4-5 times, yeah.
And she asked you to have cocaine.
Yeah, I said no. I didn't want to do it. Didn't feel...
She took it regularly?
Well, I didn't see her taking cocaine regularly, but I've heard that she did. She did hash regularly.
What if she tomorrow she does a television interview and she just refutes everything that you
Fair
say?
enough.
That she says that whatever you're saying that it's not correct.
She would anyways refute it. She would not accept it. You know, and if her conscience is clear, she should accept what I'm saying. If not, she can counter it. And this can go on. But I don't think I want to talk after this. I think I've said what I've had to. And Faridoon, believe me, there are people out there who believe me. There are people in the fraternity out there who believe me. As I said, it's about the credibility that they will not come out and speak.
What sort of, feedback have you got? Even if you don't want to take the names, but what sort of feedback have you got from within the industry?
A lot of people, in fact, called me the first day itself in the morning, and people I didn't expect them to call. And they said, "Yaar, can we hug you for what you have done?"
There were other people that she was linked to.
Yeah. And top 2 stars, which people know about. I don't want to disrespect them, man. I don't want to. And they were again married. You know, so the facts are right out there. In fact, I hadn't even read Aditya Pancholi's confession on this entire thing. Apparently, it was written in Mumbai Mirror that she went and told the world that Aditya Pancholi is my brother. Aditya Pancholi is like my father. And when Aditya Pancholi asked her about me, she said, I'm like her brother. So these are the things that were happening, and you should read that confession, man. It matches mine pretty much.
Where do you see this entire thing going now? Because it's
I don't know.
Never ending. Every day we hope that maybe there will be some.
Where do I see it going? I see myself taking a different route of life now. I think.
Do you feel more?
I feel
like contented now that you've taken off.
I've taken a load.
Like almost 2 years back, and I spoke to you about that as well. And you said that I don't know why people want to speak to me about this again and again. But I felt I saw that interview recently. I felt that you are slightly at unease. But do you feel at ease
Absolutely,
now?
Yeah.
Are you feeling at ease now?
Absolutely, yeah. I think I've said what I've had to. There is nothing to prove. There is nothing to prove to anybody. Jitni marzi gaali dene de do. I just wanted to say my part of the story. And now I can move on with my life. That's it. And then there are feminists who can fight with whoever they want to and abuse whoever they want to. It's fine.
But you're saying that, you know, some people would say that maybe all the galis that you mentioned in that interview, you know, people are slightly taking it in that manner, that he's being so forthcoming about the entire thing. Do you maybe feel, do you slightly regret that, maybe that you got to be a bit too emotional?
No, not at all.
You don't?
I mean, something like this, not at all.
But it happened.
Yeah.
She was abused.
You can't abuse anyone's father. You can't. And I will not take that anymore. And you can't abuse anyone's mum. Don't. And that's wrong. And then I'm sure, as I have said before, people will come out and talk. Believe me.
People will come out and talk.
Yeah. I won't now. I'm done.
And have you spoken to Hrithik?
No, I haven't, because as I said, it's not about me and Hrithik.
It's not said that maybe Hrithik has.
He gave me 25. He gave me 25 crores, in fact. And I'm doing my next film with Hrithik, and Steven Spielberg called me and then gave me a film also because I did publicity.
So you've not spoken to Hrithik, you've not met him?
I haven't.
But you have sympathies with him?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I do. No matter what happens tomorrow, I have my sympathies with Hrithik.
And what if Kangana calls you up and just confronts you?
Go for it. Confront me for what? So speaking the truth, confront me. And I don't want to, as I've said before, don't mean to defame the queen or dethrone the queen. I don't. The queen can continue to do what she wants to. And I hope that she rises higher and higher in her life. I want to live my life now. I'm done.
Fantastic. Thank you, Adhyayan. Thanks a lot. Lovely talking to you. Thanks a lot. That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.